Alright, there we go. Just had to nap some stuff and get some things taken care of. Oh boy. Alright, let's see what else we got going on. Alright. Oh, let me update this list, to-do list. I guess there's this wallpaper. Maybe some warm-up stuff. Kind of want to do some warm-ups first. I don't know what to do exactly. I don't know. I feel like it'll just be easier just to work on this wallpaper now. Alright, so now that we have this, I suppose this, doing like this could, help, because, wait, go back to this, and now delete. Oh wait, oh no, I was on the wrong layer. Alrighty. But I do think that this could make for, what the, really? How did it do that? Colors, add this. Oh, there we go. Deselect, pretty much erase this, erase selection. Cool. Now that that's handled, back over here. No. Oh Lord. There we go. Let's see. Now, maybe erasing this. Pull this up. Well, I could just erase it all like this. Then so I just thought about it. I think I should have just added a bit more color to this. Yeah, I should have. By ouch. Also do that. No, that's not what to do. the... What was that? Okay. Oh. I think I'll probably be better off if I'm actually trying to erase at it. Just use this pen tool. I think I may also use the shading tool for like, if I do have to erase at it, probably just for like make it appear a bit softer. But if I'm just actually absolutely trying to erase all the colors, then to the point where there's not much of a need, then I think I'll do it like that then. Oh. Alright, like this, yeah, this is just part of that I can erase, and I will, therefore. No, that's, wait, actually, I could have just do it like this. That'll work. Now I can just do it like this. What I think I could do is move this. We'll make this a bit bigger. Well, this doesn't really need much. It just needs to be erased out. No, wait. Oh boy, this might be a bit tricky. Alright. I do like the approach I took with kind of, I feel like that is a really neat cell shading style that I developed, but I feel like I should like practice up on it more, I feel. What is... Oh, good lord. Wait. That's great. I don't know what he faked it yet. That's interesting to see. Alright, let me go back to business. It's been like what, almost, it's probably 30 minutes. That's very interesting. which I really don't want, like, doing this because my arm gets kind of locked in position. Plus, I feel like see it better. This is very, very, hurting my eyes. So, let me... 5, alright, cool. Reset this. Somebody just logged on Steam. Oh, something. Oh wait, okay, that's interesting. Already saw that while I'm at it. Erase it while I'm at it, cause it'll end up being problematic. Okay, that was a bit of a rhyme. Alright, and there we go. Start working on this. And there we go, that should do it. Let's see what, let's say we can do something like this. Well, actually feels like the light's coming from up top, so I feel like we gotta shorten this all the way down. Let's get over to here, especially considering light's kind of coming from like this direction. No, you fool. Turn this up. 45, this seems like a good one. Wait, I was trying to get to this. That's great. But even then, with something like this, I feel like putting it all the way out to here, that seems like a good spot. Put it on. think also add a bit of gradient to it towards more bluish. Well, I think I'll make it kind of like circular gradients. I think that's a bit of a I'll grab my 3DS real quick so I can get a reference. What the? Okay. That was pretty funny. That's great. Oh well. All the other kids. Let's go do that. I think that's how it's going to be laid out. No! What the heck is this? I have to... I'm trying to find out how that all started and what we need to do about it. It's going beyond belief, but never modern talk. I think what I'll do is just leave it like that. No. I'm maybe a bit confused because alright, so now I'm going to clear out this mic, do this mic, yeah, do the mic, notebooks. I feel that should be good. Also, for the sake of action better shadows, I thought about it. I could have, should have just did this. Okay. Oh, never mind. That's another one. I was like, why is it not working? I'll do it like that. Erase the basic stuff. And looking on this, I'm gonna have to clear out some, fill in some little things. I think I may have missed some. I have missed some spots. Yep, I did miss some spots. Let's see. Back that, and then where is this? Nope. 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 It's probably gonna be this. Yep. There we go. 31. No. Good it is. There's some sauce I can't believe I missed. Oh well. Now back to this. Nope. Oh my goodness. Okay, so from looks of things, this looks good. Actually, I could work on the side with this. There's a mess of space. Then I'll also erase this. What the? How do you? I think I may have missed that. There we go. That's what it was. Oh, I was trying to hit shift. I was hitting enter the whole time. That's great. Nope. I'm gonna try to make another cell shading tool and kind of like refine it more to where it's more like a G-pen, but not. Well, it's pretty much like my cell shading tool, but like kind of has the hard brush of a G-pen, so I don't have to worry about it like kind of like leaving any soft spots. Drum and bass. I don't mind. Chill drum and bass. I just left the Shaman stream to go watch it. Was good. Oh, Shaman stream. Oh, ew. I'm not really. Yeah, like I don't really fuck with Shaman like that. I'm not really. It's yeah, but aside from that, I'm just I'm doing all right. Just drawing and whatnot. Trying to finish up this wallpaper because I don't have much else to do for the time being. Once I finish up this, well, actually, no, I do have something to do. I have to finish this up and then work on this comic. Work on the script for this comic, so I can actually have it finished and complete and give to one of my friends. I'm just doing this just kind of like have something to do because the script is just me just typing up stuff, and I don't think that's something a lot of people just want to watch, like just me type something in LibreOffice. You know, do this for free. It's actually for friends, but I kind of made a proposal to them that I would do this for free, and they was like, all right, cool. But I was so busy with doing a whole bunch of other things that I didn't get a chance to work on it for a while. So I'm just doing this now, especially since I got this new mic. I figured it would be like a good time to get back to streaming. It's been a while since I listened to drum and bass. I actually do like it a lot. I've been used to listening to just chill music. So he does. Wait, someone was talking about YouTube TV streaming. Oh, what routine he be streaming? Yeah, you might want to unfollow what he do. He doesn't do like cartoon porn, but it's really the fact that he does porn isn't really the issue. It's what he draws into porn. He draws child porn for a living. That's why I don't. That's why I heard you say you just left the stream. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, he's known for drawing child porn, but like honestly, if an artist draws porn, I know plenty of artists who draw porn, and I've actually drawn porn myself, but I don't be drawing like child porn, bro. I got standards, but he's been relevant for so long because so many people like are just because of the he makes a good porn excuse. I'm like, fam, you consider child porn good porn? Okay, that's funny. So yeah, he's people that's why a lot of people, even with the Smash Bros comic that I think he did, why Waluigi wasn't Smash, like people were like retweeting it and all this stuff. I was like, you do know who the artist is that did it, right? Like don't give this man any publicity, please. He does not deserve it. But that's why right now I just keep to myself, work on my craft, to hopefully try to do what I can. Oh yeah, I saw that you know. You mean the Smash Bros comic that you did? Honestly, I didn't see it, but because the fact that I heard that he did it, I was like, nah, that's a skip for me. All right, yeah, but yeah, you gotta be careful about that, cause yeah, motherfuckers will want to try doing that shit, and really, I just report and keep moving. Report to the site, and like if I can be able to, try to report to the authorities, cause that shit's just like wild. Feature, I find anyone even using that app anymore. I never really understood the jokes of people like talking about iFunny. I never really understood it, but it was That's very. It's I wouldn't be surprised if it was on iFunny because like I tend to see a lot of things. Really, if it's one of those, if it's a picture, it's probably gonna be on iFunny. Of like from anyone by anyone. That's what I mean. Really. But yeah, I try not to really fuck. I don't really fuck with him. He also it was also bad to one point where he actually drew jaw porn of Keemstar's daughter, and Keemstar was trying to take legal issues. So hopefully that goes through, and this motherfucker gets put in jail because yeah, you don't need the internet, bro. But going on to different topics. I'm about to. I actually feel kind of good right now because all I gotta do really is I got to do some few color changes to some color additions to these things like the 3DS. I still gotta add in stuff like that to the webcam. So you should be avoided. Yeah, exactly. Like the plague, and report to the police if you can. Well, do I? From the way that I might have to go back and work on Tammy's shadow, because that seems a bit odd. The drawings look pretty good. Thank you very much. I honestly have been doing digital art, I say, since like 2012, but that was when I had my Kindle. I had a Kindle Fire tablet. Well, no, first I started on Microsoft Paint, literally, because I would take my sketches on my sketchbook and I would scan them in my photography class, and then I would just take that, and then yeah, I would take that, and then I would, let me put this back down, 45, cool. And I would just take it, scan it, and then run it through Microsoft Paint, and then just work on that, and then upload it to Deviantart. When I was when my original Deviantart account was called Shark King, but then I made a move to Furfanny because and by then I made my name to Otaku Wraith, and then like when I joined Picardo, because I heard one of my at the time favorite artists streaming, and then come to find out that he drew, like, he was drawing porn of like kids and shit. I was like, not all the time, but the fact that he was still doing it, I was like, all right. I'm like, but I was watching I was watching a stream, but for me to be able to get in, or to be able to watch a stream back then on this site called Picardo, I had to make a username, and so I just went off the top of my head, which was funny because of all my other usernames from, like, I don't know, when I was like in second grade all the way up to when I was making my Picardo, well, all the way up to that point, I started I would always be like making these deep plannings to try to come up with something to just sounded cool and everything. And then like Picardo, I just come on in right off rip, and I just was like, let me just think of the username. I don't like Otaku Wraith anymore, and so I just typed in a bunch of jumbled words together, and it just I made the Hooded Dragon out of nowhere. And then I was like, I kind of like it, I'll stick with it. And so that's how I kind of kept the name. Are you still in school? No. I was, when I was talking about in school, I was like in high school when this happened. I graduated in 2015. I'm not in college or anything. I did attend college for a little while, but then I wasn't able to afford to keep going there, so they pretty much removed me. But I don't really have much plans on going back because it was just like I was kind of going just to try to avoid like conflicts from other people. Oh, you graduated this year from high school? So let me actually turn this up a bit to 30. There we go. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, I've been I think I'm still the only one in my family to like really graduate. Like kind of not to throw shade on like my siblings or anything, but my family told me that I was like literally the first person in the family to actually graduate, like in a sense on time, because all my other siblings were held back either just by like goofing off too much or just being so occupied with everything else that they never really did anything, or they weren't able to. They didn't graduate. Pretty much, that's the gist of it. All right, and soft. Oh wait, college trash, all it is, you immerse yourself $10,000 for a piece of paper to marinate job in the field you studied all that time for. That's funny. I'm not gonna lie, I always think that was my main reason why I didn't want to go initially. That's I never forget. I saw come on, if you can. If you can please oh, never mind. Oh my gosh. It took so long to actually show up that this was gone. That by the time I actually went to do it, it was gone. Now to go all the way up. There we are. Now. But oh wait, what the? Okay, I was like, wait a minute, hold up. But it was a phrase that a graduation quote I saw on a yearbook, not my yearbook, but it was on another school's yearbook where it said, dude, we just graduated school, just go back to school. Oh, actually, wow, speaking of yearbooks, oh my fucking god, this was just like one of the best, like my senior year, I think, like in terms of yearbooks, had like one of the best incidents revolving yearbooks. Do you play games at all? I do. I play a lot of Overwatch as of late. I play Pokemon, but like Overwatch is, as of late, it's just been my go-to game. It has its issues here and there, yeah, but for what it is, I can't play much but that in terms of like multiplayer games. But let me get back to what I was talking about with this yearbook incident. So I'm a senior. It was me back when I was a senior. I was I wasn't part of much groups, but I was just already making friends because we had transferred to a whole new school. I transferred to a whole new school because my mom managed to find a job someplace. Well, not find a job. She what was it? Oh yeah, she had to move to a neighboring town. Like my hometown's still like nearby, but we had to move over because she wanted to be a lot more close to her job. And so with that came, by the time a new semester hit, I was in a new school. Fast forward all the way to the end, where we're just getting our yearbooks. We already like finished with our EOCTs and of course tests, which by the way I actually did appreciate because if you passed EOCTs, you didn't have to take the final exam. You can't, because you had EOCTs, so you had final exams. You didn't have one for every class, but you had some EOCTs for certain classes. If you took them and passed them, you didn't have to take the final. But fast forward to that, we just finished our EOCT and the course test. But oh yeah, let me get back to what I was saying. What ended up happening was the head of the yearbook department, which was one of my friends that I made with, one of the people I made friends with. He was head of photography club. We got our yearbooks, and we started getting. What was it? We started getting we got our yearbooks. I didn't really get mine because I didn't really see much of a point in it, honestly, because it was just, to me, I guess it was because like growing up, like all I ever really saw use out of it was just like trying to get people to sign the back of them as always. But then I was like, I don't see a point in this. I could just get a piece of paper and just pretty much have them write on that. Well, at least that's how it was rolling. But yeah, that's how it was going for when I was like in school. But my friends were ended up getting it. They were showing it to me, and like not even like 2 weeks later. Yeah, it was like 2 weeks later. It was 2 weeks later. The head of the photography department, who was one of my friends, he got in trouble, and the reason being was that they were allowed to like photo edit pretty much pictures onto the. They're pretty much given permission to pretty much just Photoshop stuff into the onto the yearbooks. And so like they started Photoshop. They just started having added, like, think of the anime Ghost Stories, but they were the premise of how Ghost Stories came to be, but or at least the Ghost Stories dub came to be, but like on the yearbooks. They were pretty much told to just do whatever they want. And so you would start seeing things like on the tennis page of the tennis team. You started seeing, like, if you looked in the background of the tennis team, you saw like a picture of like Godzilla wreaking havoc across the city. That wasn't what he got in trouble for, but you started seeing things like Slender Man in the freshman section. You saw like multiple pictures of a Pedo Bear on the thing too, on around the sophomore section. But the part that what he got in trouble for was he photoshopped dick butt. And in case if you don't know what dick butt looks like, I'm gonna pull it up. I'm not really gonna pull it up, but yeah, just literally just pull up dick butt and you'll see it. And he was photoshopping that on every page in the junior and senior section, but he put it at low opacity to where it was kind of hard to see. And the only way he got caught was because it was a girl in the school that was like pretty much a big time hater of his. And so she saw it and she just went and told the school, and then he got in trouble for it. And they were legit about to expel him for the rest of the year, which didn't make any sense because the fact that by the time they discovered it, by the time they found out and they were about to get ready to issue punishment, we only had like about a week of school left. So his parents came to school. They raised up hell, and pretty much they said, okay, we won't expel him. Because, well, it wasn't just expelling. They were about to expel him, and he couldn't walk the stage when he graduated because he was a senior too. So they was like, okay, we won't expel him. He will be able to walk the stage, but he'll have to serve ISS. And they was like, that'll be fine. But even then, they his ISS time was like pretty much cut short because it was like the last day of school, and I pretty much took care of my last final. So while I was waiting, since I had to finish the EOCT and one of my EOCTs, and the EOCT was for a class that I had a final exam on the last day of school. And I passed it. I didn't have to take it that day, so I pretty much just had the rest of the school day just to lounge around until school pretty much just rang its final bell. I pretty much was hanging around, and then I found out. I remembered that our school had an anime club, and I was part of it. But I remember that we were having an event there, so I walked over to there just to hang out. We were just chilling, just relaxing, and then in comes him. Everybody just like jumped up and started like clapping and cheering. We all started. We were all just like we were all just pretty much giving him like high fives and stuff like that. He was like, they can't keep a real one down. And that was literally what he said. And the teacher was just like, you're too wild for this. And then graduation day, we he got his diploma and just like he shot his hand up in like in a victory pose, in a ball of fist, and then like we all started cheering, and we all just started chanting "dick butt" for whatever reason. I didn't personally, but I didn't chant it, but I was just laughing because I was seeing everybody else just chanting it. It was like one wild way to end a school semester. Well, not school semester, just pretty much a school. And so that was pretty much the story of how my, I think it would be called how my summer, no, oh my gosh, not summer, how my senior year of high school ended with a bang. So yeah, I was just like, this is just wild, and which was kind of good because the school actually wasn't that bad. It was a very big step up from our school, my old school, where my old school was just mostly filled with just people who wanted to just start drama all the time, and it was full of a lot of white women that wanted to be ratchet. I was like, I don't know why, but okay. It just sounds corny. Did I write down this? Yeah, I did. But like now, like it was just funny because like half of those women now are like in jail and shit. I'm just like, yeah. Well, oh, I fucked up on that. So glad with all that school stuff. Yeah, I feel that. I'm really, I don't miss school, but I did have some good friends. And like now we're all like just like we all went our separate ways, so it kind of feels like one of those sad moments and shit. Oh wait a minute, no. Let me go back to this because I had a perfect one right here. There we go, and turn it up to 25. There we go. Now, oh my gosh. Yeah, well, yeah, up to I think up until my high school year, I think like, aside from being able to hang out and play games with my friends, like that were like really close by, I feel like my high school year, it wasn't like hot ass, but it was I'm not gonna miss it. That's I think that's the best way to say it. Probably. left my coworker 2 biscuits from Popeyes, no drink. This man said, kill yourself in the most polite and disrespectful way possible. That's great. What system you play Overwatch on? A PC. I'm not gonna lie, I'm too broke for PS4 or Xbox One or any iterations of those for that matter. Do they have crossplay? Nah. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think that could work though, because the fact it's first person shooter. Though I don't know. I think it worked. I think it worked for Fortnite, even though it was more of a third person shooter. But I feel like since it's team objective, it's also team objective is going to be a lot more tense up. So it may be difficult to be able to have everybody come play across on. Really, I always thought people thought us console folk were poor. I don't know about that. It's like, cause having to get honestly getting a console for me, I feel is like a bit more expensive, because you have to not only because of online, because of like controllers be like ridiculously expensive, like $60 for a controller. But really PCs, it just depends on the budget, and it's whether or not you just get new or used parts. Though I do want to get a PS4 though, because of a lot of the games that were on it, and also I'm definitely getting a Switch because it's Nintendo, of course. Just had to buy a new controller for my Xbox. Oh boy, that's funny because I just saw an article talking about how Xbox are just are about to start allowing support for keyboard and mouse. But Warframe is going to be the first game coming that'll be supported, because the fact that it's since Microsoft and Warframe are actually in the works for it, pretty much naturally they'll be the first ones to start it. But not every game's going to be using keyboard mouse. So I think if they start implementing that in Overwatch, then maybe Blizzard will start looking into having it be crossplay. That would actually be interesting. Oh, Mario Kart, I actually haven't. I'm not gonna lie, I've not played. Well, no, I feel like I only played Mario Kart Double Dash and Mario Kart Wii. I never really was able to get everything else. I never had it for the 3DS or the Wii U, or though I am definitely looking into getting it for the Switch, because I actually do like playing racing titles. But yeah, this actually was with this PC. Well, when I first got into PC gaming, I actually got into it for about, like, I'd say about $200, and it was pretty decent, though it wasn't like the best. I had a very, very messy GPU to begin with, mostly because I was just getting my whole system was first birthed from like used parts from my friend that I went to school with. He had one that he was in the works, but he just sold it to me for $100. Oh, excuse me. Ugh, that hurt. But and then the upgrade that I have now, the PC I have now, that was actually more I saved an upgrade than anything, because the whole desktop, aside from the GPU and power supply, everything in it I got for free for my job. Because like if you ever notice, if you're working at a job, like especially like in fast food places, they tend to every now and then they'll throw out they have to upgrade the business really decides to upgrade their system, even though, to be honest, there's not really a need. But they'll throw it out to upgrade to something new. So normally, whenever they do that, it's actually a good time to try to nab the PC off of them, because they'll normally give it to you for free. And I got mine that way, and then I went and checked everything, and it was like pretty much high end. So I just moved some of my components, like my RAM and my power supply, into this desktop, and then just got a better GPU off of eBay for like what I think 80-ish bucks. And now I got something that could be able to play Overwatch with ease. I feel like I want to do this now. And now I'm actually building another PC that for a friend, and it's not really too expensive. The base system only cost me like $125. Just need to get a new power supply and a graphics card. That's it. What do you do, if you don't mind me asking? For my job, I actually work at Arby's, because it was pretty much my only option for jobs. Still kind of keeping an eye out for like something better, but like it's pretty much the only way I could be able to eat. So, and I mean by mostly just getting a paycheck, I just buy food from like the local dollar store or some shit. I think we'll turn this down though. Sometimes you gotta turn these things down. I'll work at a call center, so they probably do have a lot of computers though. Every now and then, if you ever wanted to get into PC gaming, really, just like every once in a while, just ask them if they plan on upgrading their computers or anything, and if they are, then you just nab one off, and you should have something decent. That's normally what that's what I've been doing. Either that, or I'll just start fishing for that's why. But normally I just fish for stuff off of eBay, because used stuff usually have like great price performance in terms of there we go. In terms of how well it can be able to play games, so it doesn't end up like you're trying to play something that looks like a slideshow. Yeah. If you ever make the decision to, just know that it'll be it may seem a bit nerve-wracking, or a bit like you'll feel a bit nervous about doing it, but it'll be okay. Let me kind of put this under. There we go. I think I'll also multiply. Yeah, I want to do that, and then multiply, but it's normal. $45, and then I would jump at being able to play a PC if I make just enough to pay rent to eat. I feel that. At the end of the day, if you have to, like, just paying being able to pay your bills is just it's more important at the least. Though if you ever are on the lookout, like, deals are like one of the best things ever. Like Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, eBay. Like, used parts may seem a bit scary because of the fact they don't really come with warranties, and they're and not every buyer is like trustworthy. But once you get the right stuff, you'll be golden for like a while. That's why I'm kind of like I have a lot of knowing Like looking at my room, I have a lot of PC components that they're kind of used and somewhat not good, but I'm just gonna be selling them on like Facebook marketplaces to make a little bit extra because I don't really see much of a need for them anymore. Okay, so we'll be erasing this. Also, okay, I was trying to recollect myself because I almost stumbled a bit on my words. I find it kind of funny though that when I was first like streaming today, it felt like hours were just minutes were just feeling like hours, but as soon as I started talking, as soon as you came in and we started talking, it just felt like it's like already like what, an hour 20 minutes into it. It just felt like it was I would have been at the 45-minute mark. Okay, so with that now, to work on the background now. If I get a PC, I want to get really one like the ones that have a liquid cooling system. Really, I feel with liquid cooling stuff like that, I feel like you have to have balling. You gotta do that if you're gonna be you gotta be really balling. You gotta make sure you, what was I about to say? You dang. Yeah, you gotta make sure you have balling money. You gotta also make sure you have you plan on going in deep with tech. That's what I was about to say. Layer below and like liquid cooling, like I know the thing started like 6,000. 6,000 for what? I was say I don't think you need to be that balling. Unless you get like an i9 or like 1080 Ti's and SLI or something, but even then I think that's like comes out to like maybe 3,000-4,000. Try to say, but existing costs too much. I major feel. It's like damn, I'm not even paying so much money just to live. I'm not even enjoying myself. Like it'd be like my brother made a good point once. So like, will hospitals be charging like money for oxygen tanks? It's like, damn, you really charging just to breathe? That's great. Let me turn this up 5. Let me do all this again. I may need to start working on my metals because I was down here Florida in your rain. I talked to the guy who runs Rapworks. It's a lot of shit getting ready to happen. Oh yeah, I'm hyped for it. They about to start making moves. Wish I could tell you. Yeah, I was about to say if they don't want it to be told, I was like, dude, keep it. I'd rather it be a surprise. He's been putting in a lot of work, and I'm like, yo, that's good. It's all paying off, working in his favor, and that's why I'm just like, that's fire. I'm like, I'm always down. I'm always like in Georgia though, like out by like northeast part of Georgia, like close to the North Carolina, not North, but South Carolina border, that type of thing. So I don't think we're that far off. These aren't going to be completely bright. It's going to just be. Also, yeah, I'm kind of putting on. It may seem like I'm kind of putting in almost everything, but trust me, I got something for it. There we go. So you listen to a lot of abstract stuff. I'm just listening to the stuff I have with Pretzel. It's pretty much an app where you play a lot of royalty free music because I normally listen to a lot of chill music, especially lo-fi hip hop. But when I was playing the lo-fi hip hop radios that I would find on YouTube, my streams get muted, so I'm just like, I kind of want to keep these. Cause I want to upload them to YouTube, and last thing I need is dealing with potential copyright strikes. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna be using royalty free on my streams at least. If I'm doing it offline, and yeah, I'll be blasting out that radio. So. Oh yeah, so pretty much, but it's kind of like their own little radio thing, but it just plays royalty free music. So I'm just like, I'm not really complaining. And plus, what they do, they actually have they're actually supportive of the creators that make this stuff. And either way, they're the artists are gonna get, pretty much the artists make their money. And so whether you use their stuff, use their app, or or you pay for a pretty much pay for a premium account where you don't have to how it works is what the reason why you're seeing these this thing called Pretzel Rocks just saying now playing this, now playing that is if you don't have it, it puts the name of the artist and the song in your stream chat because it integrates it with Twitch. But for some odd reason, the people that saw this, the audience of the people that use Pretzel saw it, and a lot of them were really complaining about it, which I don't understand. I'm like, y'all do realize this is to kind of help the people who make music. I was like, that's their way of eating, fam. I was like, that's if it's not really promoted financially, not promoted financially, but if it's not supporting financially, at least supports from promotion. So I'm like, I don't know what y'all are playing about, but I was like, I'm not really complaining here because I'm just like, it's good. It's a good way to make sure an artist gets to eat at the end of the day. They're probably rich as they're complaining, I'm saying. Or live in nice environments to where they live in nice environments to where they're I think it's the word they're but to still try to find a way to like kind of like those people who would like hop on YouTube just for the money wave, like thinking they were immediately going to get, so kind of like it's a get rich quick scheme. I don't know. Yeah, you know, I'm using the most of the songs, not stuff to draw to. I'm not gonna lie, there was times where I drew stuff to his music, but at the same time, again, with it, I'm not I also made a also remember making a actual video with oh, I don't think I'll be using this. I made like a work in progress video of a video that I haven't really ever finished, but I used Anon's music in it, but it kind of got hit by a copyright strike, even though I was contacting the people who pretty much filed it, and I let them know what was going on, and they pretty much said, oh, okay. I think it was Radical Workers that did it, but they said it was, they said it was a mistake though, I think. But after that, I was like, I kind of don't feel like I'm gonna do that. Wait, I think it was Radical Workers. I don't remember. It was a bit. It was very actually, let me pull it up because I do know I have I don't have the actual link, not link, but email to where I got it anymore, because I think I like deleted it, but I do have the, and it was cool, yeah, but I do remember I had where did it go? Shelter, no. Well then I guess I don't have that video anymore. It's not on there. I forgot I was going through kind of like a little YouTube purge and was like deleting a lot of old videos because I really didn't see much. I didn't like seeing it there anymore. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to get rid of it. Get rid of some of these videos. I think I got rid of that one in the process. I'm sorry, I just got distracted by a telegram check. What the? Oh my gosh. Alright, forget that. I think this looks, okay for now, but what I'm going to do, especially for this, I'm going to blend this. Well, actually, no. I don't remember what I was going to do. I don't know. I don't feel that. Maybe I just should have just used a soft brush. That would have worked. Screen, lower that to 60. Let's see how this looks on the fun. This looks fine. Just all this stuff, it does. Maybe let's see what happens if I actually started like messing around. Color dodge, screen, color dodge, add. Add glow, overlay. Oh gosh. Overlay fill would have been kind of. That is not something I would expect from that. I don't know. I'm gonna put this back onto color dodge. Oh, well, not color dodge, but screen. Yeah, that'll work. And then redo this. Let's get like, okay, babe, do you have a streaming schedule? Not a set in stone one, but I'm trying to do what I can, like at least stream like Mondays through Fridays, at least in the evenings, like late evenings. Well, I appreciate you for coming though, because I'm about to actually, from looks like I might finish this up tomorrow, to be honest. Added some add glow to it, and then oh wait. So hopefully, like when I do stream again, it'll probably be like, I'd say tomorrow evening. I'd probably I'd say maybe 8 or 9 o'clock. I'll see your tweets, so I'll pop in when I see them. Peace. Alright, peace out. You take it easy. Come on. Have a bit of a yellowish. Oh no, green. Greenish yellow, maybe. I like that. Adds a bit of a good hue color to it. Highlight shadow spray. Well, mine's a bit of a bluish, light blue. actually makes it look a lot better. Very lo-fi hip-hoppy, and I like it. And back to this. Say lower that a bit. 60, that seems like a good one. Let's me look. Actually, I have a very, very good idea. Let me find a good actually, I haven't used this in a long while. Maybe. Or actually, no, I can't use tag because it already has that. You know, or maybe. I don't know. I'll look into something. Let me look on for something to put. Projects. I think that's what I'll do. I'll just take one of my old stuff and put it in. Watermark. There's a wallpaper. There we go. And then with that, kind of screenshot the whole stinking page. 1070. Why 1070? Why not 1080? That could work though. Copy. Very, very genius idea that I have. This is a screen, so I can place this, grab this, and place it right here. No, that's not what to do. Well, no. Control Y, there we go. There we go. No. What the? Okay. Are you serious? Fine. Those are in the middle of vides. And stretch this out. this is fine. And yep, it locks in place perfectly. So now all I gotta do is erase some of this. Nope, that's not it. And then add glow. Well, maybe I should make a separate one just to do another add glow, but kind of. Seems a bit excessive, but trust me when I say it's all for. Never mind. I was on it the whole time. Don't want to go to work super early tomorrow, but it's whatever. Cause I'm actually supposed to be going in like in the afternoon, but I told them I'll be there early because I gotta. I wouldn't need to be in order to make up for prep. After a certain range, I feel like it wouldn't. It's not really asked for, but I can still put a little bit of lighting under it. Nope. 55 maybe. Kinda keep it like that. Might be a good spot. I guess actually that's where I'll end it for now because I'm very tired and I need to get back to working on the script. So yeah, I think that's going to do it. On a night, hopefully I can be able to stream again tomorrow around the same time. I'll be looking to do some touch-ups and whatnot, so I can be able to. Yeah, I'm looking to do some touch-ups, make sure I have things working.